From 914 Rubber here in Vegas, and while we're in Vegas, we're here for Sema. Sema is car stuff, right? So while we're here, maybe we should do some car stuff. We've got a few 914s. We're going to go out on the strip tonight and get into trouble. Let's see what we can do. Jason in Vegas. Jason is with Roswell, and he's got some really cool cars. This one in particular is one of my favorite cars. This thing was a screensaver on my computer for the past 4 years, and to see the car in person was pretty amazing. So, Jason, tell us a little bit about this car.
This is a 1970 914, been converted to a 6. Still retains a 901 transmission, but it's got a lot of really cool upgrades, from brakes to some Fuke-based 3-piece wheels in 17, 10s in front, 11 in back, running 275s in the rear on 11-inch 3-piece wheels. So it's got lots of rubber in the back. The seats were a bit of a challenge because it is a 70. So to get a dual locking slider on the passenger side, we had to build some custom mounts, which we will have for sale shortly.
So initially in the 70s, they had a fixed passenger seat, and the only way you could adjust it as a passenger to be able to keep yourself in place was what they called a dog bone that was set on the floor. And the dog bone was shaped kind of like it had little parts that stuck out, and depending on how you rolled it over in there, it gave you a different length depending on how long your legs were. And so when you were going around corners, you would have to actively move your feet to push up against it to push yourself back in the seat. So it was a very active passenger seat drive. It was a lot of fun. I never really appreciated that until I went to Oktoberfest a few years ago and rode in a real M471, and I was very happy to have that dog bone. So having an adjustable seat is definitely an upgrade. So I believe the history that I'm aware of on the car, that the motor was built by Rothsport Racing. So.
It is a 3-liter twin plug 76 Carrero European motor, and then it's fed by PMO still. So it's almost 300 horsepower. I think it runs 270. So plenty
and it sings very well.
Plenty of horsepower to get you going on this. Yeah. All the weight's been taken out of it. So I mean, they built this thing obviously with a purpose to race. From headlight motors being gone to even the drilling of all the steel on the back near the tail lights. You have fiberglass as far as the hoods. So they've gone to extensive lengths to take out every bit of weight they possibly could.
So the venting that's in the hood on this is pretty unique. So what is in the trunk that is needing vent?
There is an oil cooler in there, but it's got a fan on it, so I don't really think it needs much. I think it's mostly more looks and maybe to save some weight.
It's just badass. That's why.
It looks cool.
We are with a special 914. This is Mikey's 914. Mikey, tell me about this car.
1972, 1.7 liter fuel injected. Apparently I got a new TPS from 914 Rubber that's going to go in it. If you want to come over, I'll show you. My girlfriend Kate ended up helping install the dash. I don't know if you can see. That's a 914 Rubber dash. I have the 914 seat covers. I wasn't brave enough to put them in, so I had to have somebody actually do that for me.
So how long have you had this car?
Had it for a couple of years now.
Okay.
And the last notable place that I got to take it to was the Vegas Auto Fest, and before that was Luftgekühlt. I got to go to Luft 6, I think, with you, actually. You were in it also. Yeah.
Maybe. So tell me about what's special about this car.
What's special about this car would be that I get to drive it all year round in Vegas. I like that the top on all 914s comes off, and I like to have this one off most of the time.
What do you like so much about the 914s?
Oh my gosh, that you just don't see them around. There's something special about the Type 4 flat 4 motor, but they're like a go-kart. But it really is a driver's car. I mean, you don't have to go fast to have fun, and you can still get a ticket going, 85, 90, and it feels like you're going about 140. So.
I may have some footage of that.
Yeah, they're a ton of fun. I mean, it's one of everything's mechanical. The dog leg's pretty freaking awesome, and having valet in Vegas try and park it is pretty comical.
Shifting in a 914 where your bushings are not quite where they should be is vague at best.
But other than that, I mean, it's just an old car that likes to go fast and loves the corners.
All right, thank you, Mikey.
Thank you guys. Love you guys over at 1914 Rubber. Get all your stuff from them.
Yeah, this is a 1973 914 with a Type 4 2.4 liter in it, fed by 48 Dells. It's a wide body, fiberglass flares, fully adjustable suspension, coilover, with also a brake adjustment on it. So it's been tracked a little bit, but it's a pretty quick little car. But I also enjoy the fact that it's a mid-engine car, which is really rare, and it's such a great platform for anything you want to do, from street to track. It's just always been such a great platform, in my opinion. So that's what got me into the 14s.
So this one's highly customized. So this one is a tribute to a 916. So tell me a little bit about what the 916 and what the work has been done on this one for that tribute.
Well, I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, the wide body is the biggest thing there, which, like I said, they're fiberglassed in as far as the flares go. There is a full oil return to the front with a cooler up front, but it kind of stays true to the four-cylinder in the motor and everything out there. It's still got the 901 transmission in it, so it's still dog leg, but it is a great shifting dog leg as far as they go.